My goodness, well, it is an exciting day. It's an exciting time to be watching J. King because we are featuring our today's special in your choice. We have natural turquoise, we have natural lapis that I have been wearing, we have genuine pink tourmaline, and we have the most electric, amazing, faceted orange coral. The necklace is 18.5 inches in length. It has a full 2 3/4 inch extender. I want to mention that every single one of these beads are hand cut. Every single one are either polished or faceted. Every one is individually woven by hand. You have an opportunity today to get this home with FlexPay at $26 with your shipping and sales tax. We ship this right out to you, and as with everything, you always have a 30-day money-back guarantee. We're already getting down to final call in the pink tourmaline. So if you want that pink tourmaline, it's gonna be one of your last opportunities. The same thing with the natural orange coral. Here's the other thing I'm gonna mention. We have matching pieces in a bracelet and earrings that are almost 100%. This could be the last presentation to get the matching pieces that are available. Each one has an amazing story. Each one is truly a magical selection. We're showcasing all the choices for you right here. It is the most comfortable. It was done after one other woven multicolored gemstone necklace that Jay had for us. I own it. It instantly became a customer pick, and it was originally HSN price, I want to say either $179 or $249. We will never be able to repeat this. This is the finest lapis that I'm showcasing here in the world, and what you're looking at right there is the beautiful Heavenly Well Lake turquoise. So J. King, what a feat. I know you said this will never happen again. It was definitely a labor of love. But no surprise how popular it's already been.
Well, just so everybody kind of, to kind of give you like a little inside window into how we work and what we do. When we get together, we do a thing called Design at 9. That's something to get you. Where we all get together and we show our designs. We show, you know, kind of like our homework and what we've been doing and what we've come up with. And when the very first woven necklace came in 2 years ago, and we were all sitting around the table, and they brought in the woven necklace, of course, I loved it. Everybody went crazy. I mean, we were all just, you know, just taking it and looking at it and just playing with it. We were going, this is incredible. How did they do this? And we got to look at it. It was one of the new designs that one of the artists had been working on, but you know, didn't really have the process of weaving down. And I said, I love it, but I said, we'll never be able to do this. We'll never be able to produce these designs. The labor is through the roof. You'll never be able to do it. So they went out and actually proved me wrong, that they could actually make this work. That being said, this is the one and only chance ever that you'll be able to buy one of these woven necklaces as a Today Special. Okay, I would never, ever take this project on again. This is so labor intense, it's just incredible, the amount of time and effort that goes into making these designs. And to tell you the truth, the value that this is probably one of the greatest values of any Today Special, and I don't say that lightly, that we have ever done. So what are you looking at here? Number one, okay, so you're looking at Heavenly Well Lake turquoise, which is a material that we have. I don't claim an exclusive on it. I just don't know anybody else that has this material. And we got all of the good material that came out of that particular mine. They're still mining copper, but as far as I know, they haven't gotten any turquoise now for years. It's not anything that's producing any more raw material. I want you to think about what goes into making any one of these necklaces. Okay, you have between 490 and 510, between 490 and 510 individual beads. So that's what it takes to be able to create one necklace. Now, that being said, so think about that you have to cut 500 beads. You have to cut 500 beads to be able to make the design. For the faceted, which the pink tourmaline, which is amazing, the orange coral and the lapis are all not only just cut, but they're faceted. Every one of them is hand faceted.
I'm going to grab that lapis
You want
too.
the lapis?
I want to do all 4 of them.
Good thing I brought this.
I know. I'll make sure you get it back, my friend.
No,
but
I'm
yeah.
not worried about
But they're all. But you can see, like you said, the 3 are faceted and 1 is polished.
So you have 3 options here. This was a really big decision, a selection product, as far as a project, just on the materials that we use. But here again, I want you to think about the time, the effort that goes into making a design like this.
Unreal.
Even our best stringers. Now, the lapis, the turquoise, and the orange coral, those beads have been being cut over about a 3-year period. That when we have busy work, for when our lapidaries have downtime, they each have little pails, little buckets of these rough materials that the turquoise in this case, the orange coral, and the lapis, and they take those and they shape those and cut them when they have downtime. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to do this project at all. So those were cut. The pink tourmaline, which is the most limited and almost sold out, that was one of the materials I only acquired 2 years ago. We had to individually actually cut those, which really almost made the project not work. We weren't going to be able to do it. It takes an artist, think about this, a stringer. Okay, now I'm talking about the beads are already faceted, they're already drilled, they're all ready to string. Just to string
like this,
it,
Jay?
just to string it, the best stringer, the best stringers that we have can do 2 of them a day.
Wow.
Now, that's not finishing them. That's just stringing them. I tried to shoot a B-roll of them actually stringing how they do this because it's so intriguing. But when you shoot B-roll, which is like the little, videos that we do, when you shoot a B-roll of something, you have to keep it under a certain amount of time. And it's not minutes, it's literally seconds. Like you have 30 seconds, you have 40 seconds to actually show a B-roll. By the time that they strung like 3 beads together, it had already been like, my window of opportunity was already doubled right there.
I bet.
So I tried to do a slow-mo to show that. That didn't work out either. So I just want to tell you, you're looking at something here that is so unique. It's so different. It is totally a labor of love.
Beautiful.
It is something that takes so much skill to be able to do it. It's really, truly wearable art. And this will be the one and only time that we'll actually be able to do a project like this as a Today Special. Will I have woven designs down the road? Absolutely, guys. It's too cool. But I'll make like 100 of something, 200 of something, but there is no way I would ever try to conquer this mountain ever again. I would never do it. I lost more sleep over this project.
I bet you did.
Because it is so labor intensive. To tell you the truth, the price that they're selling for doesn't even reflect really the true cost, because how do you figure in the cost over a 3-year period of people actually cutting beads,
yeah,
right?
Of course.
So this is a project, number 1, I wouldn't have the materials to do it again, but number 2, the fact that when I say it's a Today Special, this is a special in a lot of different ways. The design, the materials, and actually the quantity of the beads and the time that it takes, the craftsmanship involved in making these.
And it's like anything that's custom made and made by hand, it feels like it was made for your neckline. It is the most comfortable, it is the most I'm telling you, like lit within. I want to just really focus, if we can, on each one individually. By the way, we're very busy, over 3,000 gone. If this speaks to you in any way whatsoever, try if you want, especially the pink tourmaline and this orange coral. Grab it early. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. I promise you, I said this earlier, I own the original woven, the multi-stone woven necklace. I get so many compliments on it. There's nothing like it. It's like somebody hand-crocheted the piece custom for you. And when you take into consideration what Jay was just saying, This is actual coral, right, Jay? Like you have to go from there to
Right.
cube to beads to, I mean, it's not an easy
So
task.
what you're looking at here, the coral that you're seeing there, that is actually the natural rough material. This is a branch coral, comes out of Indonesia. It was harvested pre-1985. I got this from a coral render from his private collection. Again, this is one of these materials that we don't have a lot left. We got the red and we got the orange coral from them when we're almost worked through the majority of the material. This will be something that you won't see down the road. I love the vibrancy of it. What is really cool, and what's so cool, I'm going to do something here on this coral, okay? Hear that? Okay, coral doesn't do that, guys. The reason that that's doing that is this material, this is natural branch coral, it is so hard, that's why you can facet it. Not all coral will take a facet. In fact, very little of the coral material will take a facet. And if it does take a facet, or people do facet it, it doesn't sparkle, it doesn't shine. And the reason is when you facet something, you finished it, right? There's no do-overs, there's no going back. So when you take something and you facet it, you're also finishing it at that time. There's no going back and repolishing it or try to make it more vibrant. It's either going to be vibrant or it's not going to be vibrant. In this case, look at this one. Look at it on Andressa. Okay?
It's electric. It's electric. It's
okay,
awesome.
Look at it. As any little motion, little movement, you're seeing the sparkle, you're seeing the gleam, you're seeing the glow. When you see this in really decent lighting too, I mean, when you don't have the yellow light, it really, really just comes to life. It literally talks to you. It's amazing. I love this, and I love a lot of people, like I've actually put this on, not that I would wear it all the time, but I put it on just to kind of see how it felt. And it kind of feels like you got a thick ribbon around your neck.
That moves.
I mean,
it's so fluid.
They lay spectacular. And what's really amazing is you see it on Andressa and Lynn. They both have different necks. Everybody's got their own individual neck and their own individual neckline. Their collarbone, the way your neck is situated, right? Do you notice that they all lay perfectly? And that's what I loved about this design. And one of the things I was originally concerned about, but it doesn't kink up. It actually lays flat. It's really an incredible design, highly wearer-friendly, user-friendly, and I'm telling you, one of the most amazing deals that you'll ever see in this. And I don't know anybody else that's actually doing this or able to do it.
Even $199 is an unheard of value. So, I mean, to do like a $70 savings, and that's only for today. And then again, of course, the 5 flex payments, that's on everything. It's part of our big get ready for summer event. So we talked a little bit about that very rare, unique coral. That's getting limited. Only a few hundred left for the entire day. Now let's talk about our most limited, which is that pink tourmaline.
Let me tell you, when I did this, actually it was one of those that we wanted to bring more in. Right, we really wanted to bring more in. I was so excited about this. Now, I don't want to misspeak on this, but I think this is the first launch of this material that we've ever done. I don't ever remember using it in other designs, but I could have. So I don't want to say that this is a launch. We got it about 2 years ago. You're looking at the natural rough. This is the natural rough that this is cut from. And I'm telling you, if I brought you pink sapphire, rough material, and I had the pink sapphire in one hand and this pink tourmaline in the other, even if you've got a really great eye, I doubt that you could distinguish between the two. This is the cleanest, pinkiest, cleanest. The clarity on this material is amazing. This is a very rare, it's very rare to find tourmaline in one color. Usually, tourmalines come in every color of the rainbow. And normally when you find a deposit, they're in every color of the rainbow. There is no just one color. This was a rarity just to be able to get this. This is a brand new deposit. It's a friend of ours that's mining this in Madagascar. And we're hoping to actually, this is going to be one of our go-to materials. So I'm glad that everybody that has seen this is loving it. But down the road, we definitely hope that we're going to have more of this. But of all of them that I did, I have to tell you, and here again, I love them all. I love all four. I wouldn't have chosen those materials if I didn't. But this was the one thing that my eye went to right away when we started doing this design and we started manufacturing this.
And it's most limited, just a few hundred now for the entire day. So that will definitely be the first one to end up selling out. And just to reiterate, the pink tourmaline sold out in the earrings. It's almost sold out in the matching bracelet. Actually, all the gemstone earrings and bracelets to match today's special are almost completely sold out. So I will give you and remind you of that information. We are very busy. I'm so excited for you to get this at home. It's not one that's going to last throughout the day. That we can say 100% for sure. Jay, let's move on to Heavenly Lake in that beautiful turquoise.
Okay. Okay. We're still showing the pink tourmaline, but we're going to. Okay.
Yep.
So now we're going to go to the Heavenly Well Lake turquoise. Again, you know, all of these materials are unique and special in their own right. And in this case, we wanted to choose a turquoise for this project. I went with Heavenly Well Lake because we've been cutting the beads for some time. I'm just giving you the reality of it. Can you imagine what it takes to cut one of these beads? You're looking at something that's 3 to 4 millimeters in size, okay? That's how big it is. And so you're taking the natural turquoise, the natural raw material, and of course, I'm not going to cut this, I'm going to cut like a massive cab from, right? But the smaller material we have, if you can imagine this, how these are made. So you would take and you would cut a 3.5 to 4 millimeter, or actually probably start with about a 5 millimeter little cube, just like a sugar cube, only 5 millimeters. And then you will take that and you will round all the edges off, right? So that's the thing when you cut round beads, people don't understand. There's nothing that just will cut the round bead. You have to start with a square, a cube, and then you round it off, right? So all that material gets ground off. So can you imagine the amount of time and effort that it takes just to cut the beads in this? And again, each necklace contains anywhere between 490 and 510 beads. And why would there be that difference, right? So they're average about 500 beads per necklace. It's because they're all done by hand. So some of them will be 3 millimeters, some 3.5, some 4 millimeter. Now, that being said, the naked eye, I can tell. Okay, I've been doing this for a long, long time. But the difference between 3 and 3.5 mil is literally the size of a hair, right? The same thing, 3.5 to 4 mil. So, you know, I can usually judge, but that is the range. You can see right in there. But again, what does that tell you? That actually tells you these are cut by hand. They're all hand cut. They're all hand carved.
Okay, and then lastly but not least, the lapis has been flying out the door. When you talk about the finest quality and color of lapis, this is the real deal, right, Jay? I mean, this is...
When you look at this too, is what I love with this, and like the one that we put on this TN here too, even in the worst light, okay?
It glows.
This is, okay, and I'm telling you what, if we all got together and said, hey, Jay, let's find the worst light to actually show jewelry in, right? Okay, that's what we would have done. But you can see, even in the stage lighting here, which is kind of a yellow light, look at the sparkle in this. Look at the grade of this material. And here again,
I'm going to put this one right next to it.
This is all AAA grade lapis rough material. This is the finest of the finest of the lapis rough that we actually ever had. Again, with that, not to sound like I know I keep saying, well, you know, this material is very limited and we're not going to have it anymore. Actually, unfortunately, that is the reality on a lot of these. You know, earlier Lynn mentioned something, and Lynn and I have been together from day one, right? I mean, Lynn's actually one of the few people that's been here longer than I have. Lynn and I have been from day one, and she knows that lapis has been one of the cornerstones of our business,
100%.
right? It's actually a signature material for us. This is something that I never really thought would happen to, but in this grade, okay, now I can get denim lapis. There is other lapis raw materials that I have availability and that I'm currently in the process of getting. But for this grade of lapis, nobody has it. It's about 7 years ago, all of a sudden the pipeline just kind of shut down on it, and we weren't able to get any more material. The only reason that you're even seeing any of the lapis designs that we're doing now in this grade is the fact that we had such a large reserve that we had collected for over 25 years that we had put back. So this material, I'm telling you, this is the finest of the finest grade of lapis, and it's an amazing, amazing look.
Okay, here's my update with our final 90 seconds. If you want the orange coral or the natural pink tourmaline, we literally, truly just have a few hundred left for the entire day. And we've already sold out of the matching pieces. As you mentioned, the earrings are gone in the pink tourmaline. I think the bracelet's almost sold out. The earrings are almost sold out in the orange and the coral. So yes, those two are getting super, super limited. Now, obviously, our signature stones are that of the lapis, but this is the real, this is the premium lapis that Jay was mentioning that you're gonna be seeing, unfortunately, less and less of, and mostly in cabochons or in pendants, but not in necklaces. And then, of course, our signature, our true Jay King, signature stone is that of the beautiful turquoise. And the turquoise is also, we bring in the most of it when possible, has been flying out the door. Here's the bottom line, everyone, $26. If you're shopping with any major credit card or debit card or PayPal, however you may be set up, that'll be whenever your next billing statement is. But we're shipping out this today's special right, you'll get it in the next few days. You will not be disappointed. We do want to talk about the matching pieces because those are also down